G'day, mate, and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included with me, Jetty. In our last episode, we went and mined out space. Space has been cleared. We've cleared out all the regolith, which is good, because we also set up a shovel starvation ranch. And of course, with our starvation ranch, we needed a breeding ranch. And with our breeding ranch and everything dug out of space, performance was becoming a bit of an issue. So we set up infinite storage, and we have a couple of dupes just sweeping a little bit, just tidying up the place. Today's episode, I want to get a couple of things sorted. One, the scalding plant. I'd like to see whether we can come up with a solution for the scalding plant. I don't know what the solution is, but we might even set up a proper hospital for them. Or we could just leave them hanging out in the open. I don't know. On top of that, well, now that we've cleared out space, I think it's time that we actually looked at, solar panels and power cables and observatories and maybe even a rocket. But we're not going to get to any of that until we go check out what the 4D printer has to offer. So the printer has a wart seed done. Okay, with a wart seed done, where do we start? Okay, we need to talk about a couple of problems. One, this is, well, it's venting. And it's venting out steam at 500 degrees Celsius. Now, I thought in my infinite wisdom, with a bunch of temp shift plates and having some decent steam pressure in here already, I wouldn't have an issue, especially with an overheat temperature of most of these machines at 275 degrees. Turns out I have a problem. Why? Because it's incredibly hot in here to start with. I only have a buffer of about 10 degrees, and 10 degrees is not nearly enough. So we need to sort of work out a solution for that. One of the other problems I'm having is, well, I just saw you collect it. No, you collect it. No, who collected it? I just saw one of you. No. It is Joel Watt. Carrying table salt. Now, the table salt starts up here at 235 degrees Celsius. I'm starting to think maybe it's the table salt. I'm really considering that maybe it's the table salt. So I'm hoping to fix two birds with one stone. Okay. First off, we have a bunch of glass that's 500 degrees. Whoa, hang on. I gotta think through the order of operations. Okay. Order of operations are, you have table salt and sand. Okay. We're going to put our glass in that container instead. Okay. So no more glass in here. We're also not going to put salt in here anymore. Now, I need to make sure that nobody is stupid and picks up the salt from inside and brings it outside. So we're going to set you to sweep only. For the moment. Okay, with that done, I am going to deconstruct that super high priority and deconstruct that super high priority. On top of that, I want to put a vent. I want to put a vent directly above this, roughly, to start dripping in some cooler water down here. I'm hoping when we drip in some cooler water, well, one, it's going to flash the steam. Two, it should drop the temperature of this whole area. But my glass is 480 degrees. What temperature does this glass melt at? 1400 degrees. We've got a little bit of a buffer. Meanwhile, this glass that's been sitting on a tile rather than a storage container is down to just 277. It means that if I go make solar panels right now, I'm going to have some boily dupes. So, our plan is going to be put in a solid tile out of steel. Yeah. I'm going to go with here and here. And then try and get a vent. Yeah, we could probably do that. Okay. So, So, if we bring out... yeah, that should be fine. If we bring our vent to here instead, dump out our cooler water, I do have this system right here, which we're going to turn back on, which will bring in cooler water and dump it in this room, which is great for this side. Technically, it hits a tile here. Yeah, it hits a tile here and gives us dirt or salt, depending on, how it... when it hits and what type of water it was to start with, which is increasing the steam pressure up here, which is good because I need to increase the steam pressure overall, but I also need to somehow get the steam pressure that's down here moved up, and so on and so forth. So, actually, no, that's fine. So my plan is, one, vent, great idea, JD. Two is we're going to intentionally bridge off this, and into here. Because that'll split the water in two. And then I'm going to drop that all the way down to basically the ground right here to hopefully cool down these machines. I'd actually like to move it over a couple of tiles. Nah, maybe we don't have to. Maybe we don't have to. All right, the other thing I want to do is I want a conveyor loader. I have a conveyor loader over here. Add a steel, please. Can I put a conveyor loader? Press the wrong button. Here and here. And then we're going to run a conveyor rail, definitely out of steel in this room, from here to here. And then to there. We're going to put in our bridge, like so, with a conveyor chute. I can make it out of copper right here. And we're going to dump our table salt. Power. It's always something else. I don't think we want lead. I think we want steel. You made out of lead. You melt at what? 325. We got a little bit of room. Okay, we're also going to put in some more temp shift plates. Here. Basically anywhere I possibly can to further distribute the temperature around in this area. Yeah, also, these beds free. Red Irish Knight, Donkus, Black. Oh, we got a free bed. Blast Phil, go get a bed. Okay, so that's going to be plan number one. Plan number one is we're going to try to start shipping out our salt, hoping that that fixes this problem. Now, in saying that, I know I have normal... No, that's steel. I have normal salt coming in that's 127 degrees. The problem is... Come on, I need someone to scold themselves. Like, I have dupes working right here. Oh. Duckton scored himself going this way. At just short of 100 degrees. Like 80 odd degrees. That looks warm. Okay, first off, is he carrying anything? Because I've read you guys' comments. You're like, people are carrying things that are hot. He's not carrying anything that's hot. That's warm at 37. Like everything's 37 degrees. 32 degrees, 34 degrees, 35 degrees. Like it's all warm, but it's not scalding hot. The salt, it's up here at the roof. Like duplicants don't touch that. Even the crown molding, which is directly like on the same plane as the is also, 42 degrees. It's not boiling hot. So I don't know what's causing it. The oxygen pipes have oxygen at 88 degrees, but the pipe itself is 46. This one's made out of, that one's ceramic, this one's igneous rock. It's 32. So, yes, we have got a cooling loop in here now. It's bringing in water at a nice balmy 21 degrees. So maybe that's the final solution. But David's heading on out with steel at 86 degrees, okay? He's not being scalded. So it's not them carrying things out of the room. I don't know what the cause is. Maybe it's the salt. That's the only thing I can think of. The table salt itself, because it's incredibly hot. In saying that, it also, they're carrying 5 grams. So it cools down real fast. Unlock. Right there, as they walk through here. Status, scalded. Yep, something was between 99 and 71. Like, there is a chance it's the oxygen in these things. No, even the oxygen in these is relatively cool. Like, the oxygen that goes into the suit cools down very quickly. How did you get polluted oxygen? Whatever. Oxygen. The oxygen in the suits, like, gas pipe, granite. Okay, hang on. No, it's at 50 degrees. It's at 37. Okay, we will insulate all these tiles. We will swap all of these to ceramic. We'll swap this pipe to ceramic as well. will yell at somebody for popping a hole in that, which only just happened when I ran the thing through. And even then, well, actually go back to gas overlay. Yeah, the carbon dioxide is only 50, 60 degrees. The plastic pipe's not melted. Plastic pump's not melting, so it's definitely not that. The water's not melting. I put it in a temp shift plate. I've done everything I can. Done everything you can. Dupes are just stupid. All right, so we need those to go in. Whilst we wait for those to go in, we're going to do a couple of other things. Okay, I want to run up to here. Yes, I want to run power out. We're going to run power out because I need to put in some solar panels. An awful lot of solar panels, also an awful lot of glass. The fact that the glass is, well, hot doesn't really worry me. I'm just going to deconstruct you because you finished sweeping anyway. Yeah, we did have a couple of these overheat. It's fine, you know, the chain continues. All right, I need to work out how to do this without a dupe climbing out into space without permission. Buildings, yep, scolding, we know. Can I remove the top 4 tiles? So if I remove the top 4 tiles, dupes from the inside can't get to the outside, hopefully. And then we need to put in a conductive plate there so I can actually get the power cable out. We're also going to have to dodge this power cable somehow. We'll work that one out. All right, so that was one thing. The other thing I wanted to do was rocket. I want to wait till we get the solar in. So I just need this done. You're done. Okay, can I get miscellaneous table salt? Okay, can I conveyor overlay? Actually, let's start clicked on you. Okay. That's a lot of table salt, like an awful lot of table salt. Table salt's normally made 5 grams at a time. This is the grand stockpile of table salt, which is at, so that's what, 2.7 kilos, okay? Normally table salt is 5 grams at a time. When you crush up salt into table salt, it doesn't actually, it does. It tells you get 5 grams, okay? So having 2.7 kilos is an awful lot of table salt. There's also enough table salt for all the dupes for some amount of cycles, an awful lot of cycles. So we're gonna bring that out and we're gonna drop it here. Now, over here is not exactly the best place for it. You know, it's gonna sit on the insulated tile. It's not gonna transfer heat very well with the tile it's sitting on. It's not exactly cool here, but it's 2.7 kilograms of the stuff. It's not a lot. Okay, we're gonna scolding, unlock. Who scolded at 69 to 71 degrees. Yep. The salt's 220, so it's probably not the salt. Okay, salt lands on ground. Properties, 217, 215, 212, yeah. All right, dupes can now get their own table salt without coming into the room. Hopefully that just cuts down on the amount of dupe traffic in and out. We're going to copy you to the same, so you can pick up that table salt, which is 65 grams, not a lot. But it's now shipped out, okay? It's one less thing. Oh, look, we got a free bed. Chase, your turn. Okay, one less thing. Oh, crap. Okay, this is a problem. I need to fix this. Because my auto miner can't reach that one tile in the corner. So we need to do a quick rearrange here. We also need to, guys, can we do a clean up, please? And you're plugged into which conveyor rail? The one at the top. Okay. No, I can't put you there. Yep, scolding, we know. We know, eventually they'll stop scolding themselves. Okay, we're gonna put you here. Here, okay. And then a conveyor rail from there to there. And then after that's done, then I can copy the settings across. I can remove this one and then we can put our miner back because you guys are horrible and you keep pooping out regolith. Yeah. Stop headbanging. Okay. Alright, so that's done, We're putting in some temp shift plates. How's my fluid? Okay, we're going to disconnect that. So we're now dropping cooler fluid into this tile, which means you're down at 250 degrees. You're also at 250 degrees. The giant pile of glass on the floor has somehow got hotter. It's cooling down slowly, but somehow it got hotter, and maybe nothing else overheats. Maybe. We'll see. What's your overheat temperature? 275. So everything's 275. As long as I keep the room under 275, we're fine. But the catch is I also have 5 kilograms worth of steam pressure, which means you're overpressurized. So now you're actually not working. And up here we have a steam pressure of 2 kilos. Okay, we might... I don't have any natural gas currently. We might... So I have these dropping their own tile right here, which then increases the steam pressure up higher rather than dropping it all the way down the bottom. The problem is it doesn't have cooling down the bottom. We're not going to touch it. We're not going to touch it for a minute. I might need to circle back, and I might need to run the natural gas in from the right back to left. So it increases the pressure here and the cooling here rather than the other way around. Also, possibly remove these tiles so they're not dropping, because they're dropping their polluted water. Where is... Well, there's a tiny bit here. They're dropping their polluted water here, which is converting to dirt straight away. So maybe that's a plan. All right. Back to... No, not scalding. That's done, that's done. The salt's done. No idea what the story is with scalding. This is done. Except I'm going to have to wait for things to get swept out of the way. I can remove that one at least. And then I need to put a tile under that, and then probably put my heavy wire on that side, which means I need the sweepy chain to be a bit more complete. Cool. All right. Now, because we've already had one meteorite strike and it was at nothing, we're going to be putting in a whole bunch of solar panels, because why the hell not? Free power is free power. And I'm thinking there. I'm also thinking, just add a little bit of protection. We're going to grab the piping hot glass from the inside and put across a glass roof. Also put in... Nope. Start from this side. Yeah, and then we'll put in a couple of tiles. That's going to be our plan. Of course, we're also going to need power cables, please. Yep. Left to right. And then we'll work out. Yeah, but we'll fix this up after the sweeping loop is... Oh, hang on. You guys done? No. Okay, you're still working. Yeah, we'll work out that in a minute. All right, I think this problem is sorted for now. Or at least I need to come back to it. Yo. That's what I was in the middle of doing. Deconstruct Priority 9, and then shipping Robo Miner in. Come on. Come on, I need a Jeep to come remove this. The problem is they've still got 10,000 sweeping tasks all over the map to do. Do you have a power cable? You do have a power cable. Okay. Automation. Nope. Shipping. I don't know why Robo Miners have a shipping. Okay. And conveyor overlay. We can remove that. And obviously... There's 15 critters, you're set to 14, okay. And you're up to 85 and you're up to 24. And more importantly, some of them alive. We've only got one adult who's gonna die soon, but that's fine, and the rest are still children. All right, I will let the Dupes get on with the building, and I'll fix this up and I'll see you in a bit. I was in the process of just putting in the power cable, getting everything sorted out, and then something happened. A new meteorite storm. It's fine. It was a little bit of regolith. We just gave the Dupes just dig their way through. It's nothing too much to worry about. And then I noticed this. That's red and angry, and has left some problems. yeah. Sure, it sprays little bits of copper everywhere. But that's causing an issue or two. Yeah. I don't think our glass is gonna hold up to that. At all. Yeah. Okay. Oh, rope. You're fine. Oh. Evil Gore just runs along, doesn't care, not a care in the world. He's fine. Doesn't worry him in the slightest. Yeah, I think this is a little bit meaner than I had plans for. So I think we've changed our mind on our orders. We're not building this anymore. Yep. We're not building that anymore. We're also... I'm so glad I have this mod installed. Priority 0 for all these. I don't want to repair shit. Nope. Nope. Nope, nope. Nope. Nope, nope. 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 If things get destroyed, things get destroyed. That's fine. Not at all worried about it. Yep. The good news is we've had a supply of more regolith to feed the shovels. Yeah. Also, that hasn't gone away. Yeah, I don't have a solution. The good news is it seems storms happen fairly seldomly, so, yeah, but I think we're gonna have to, well, like these are overheating. Yeah, I need to take you off priority 0, otherwise you'll never get removed. Yeah, you're melted. Yep, deconstruct. Deconstruct. All because a little bit of ice was here and a little bit of regolith came in. Turns out the regolith is hot. Oh, there's a building under that. Sorry, there's a building under there. Yeah. I don't know what our solution's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a general deconstruct bit by bit. I want to remove some of these ladders that are hanging out on the edges. Oh, that can go. We're gonna have to dig up what regolith's here and go forth from there. No matter what, I think the next thing we need to do is rocketry, a telescope. An enclosed telescope sounds like a good idea. Hopefully it's a little bit more meteorite resistant. We're gonna make it out of steel to be sure. We're gonna put a telescope up here, which is of course gonna need power. I'm gonna run lead lines. I may not be happy with red lines, lead power lines in the future. We might want some of those actually repaired. Oh my, yep, the game still stutters regularly. Yeah, we can dig up that. We can dig up that. We can dig up that. Yeah. This was a disaster I hadn't planned for at all. You know, we started building solar. Well, I think we're just gonna have to go back to the good old fashioned, you know, you put in a set of bunker doors and then put everything above me on that. But yeah, I do think telescope here and probably okay, you need gas, so let's do that before I forget. Run both those together. We're just gonna run a normal gas pipe up here. And I'm thinking I need to deconstruct all that. I'm thinking we want to build a rocket silo right about here. I want to come up 9 tiles and then tiles preferably out of obsidian because that won't melt. Rockets output, they're exhausted in a, I think it's 3x9 or it's a 2x9. So I'm thinking right there. And then rocketry... Rocket control station? Oh, no, rocket platform. That's the one I want. And we might as well put you right there. We're going to have to get the dupes to come out here and deconstruct bits and pieces to tidy up space. Now we know space is out to get us. And we can't reach that. Oh, okay. Cancel then. Yeah, we'll get a satellite. We'll get a rocket silo. I'll see you guys in a bit. The scalding problem is still scalding. There's no fix there. You may have got hotter. Yup. 300 degrees. Yup. I've just shut things down. Like, we're no longer making glass. It's just been turned off because, well, the glass was hot and I was trying not to add more heat to this area. Okay, no, the glass is still running. Turn off the glass. We're leaving the 2 rock crushers running because they haven't overheated yet. And they're not really producing much heat. 16,000 DCUs? That's nothing. Not compared to a steam vent outputting steam at 5,000 degrees. Yep. Putting these inside our steam room was probably a bad idea, honestly. Having to keep a low enough pressure that they can still erupt, yet also keeping a high enough pressure that we can pull power up. It was not my finest moment. But yes, I'll see you guys in a bit after we get a rocket. I forget something for the rockets to sit on, plus remove some tiles, plus also get the enclosed satellite up and running. And we have Eliandra hard at work using our lovely enclosed telescope. Yep. And we've still got scalding. It's fine. There you go. Eliandra is staring off into space and keeps throwing out the lenses. I'm surprised that this doesn't need a constant supply of glass. It needs a constant supply of oxygen, even though she's got an Atmos suit on. So, I don't know where the oxygen's going. It's a little bit warm. Oh, puffs, yeah. The puffs got out. He's old puff. But yes, we have a rocket silo in. Now, I was... Nope, that button. I was looking at the engine types, and we have a carbon dioxide engine, a sugar engine, a steam engine. Yeah. Can I? Space above rocket lock. Still blocked. Okay, fine. Deconstruct those 2, please. I was looking at different engine types, and I'm thinking a carbon dioxide engine, okay? It doesn't give us a very tall engine, but I don't have to apply fuel. So I don't have to apply oxidizer rather. It's also going to be quicker to put together than a steam engine because our first rocket is literally, we need to get to orbit. That's it. I do need to mention Eliandra, who has been looking into the star map, has found a few things. Now, I need to explain all the question marks on the map. Back in episode 1, I may have added an extra 99 dupes or so, above and beyond the starting 3, which means I use dev mode. When I use dev mode, it turns out it activates space. I didn't realize this till about 20 episodes in. So there's lots of question marks. I don't know what the question marks are. They're question marks. So we still need to go out and explore the question marks. We just know where the question marks are, I guess. Also means that I can click on this without the game crashing for once because I actually have a telescope. I think that's what I needed. And we can see what guises we have here. I've unlocked or found all of these. We can also see I have copper meteorite showers, ice meteorite showers, and slimy meteorite showers. Now, the slimy meteorite showers, can I click on that? No. They were the first ones with the hit. They didn't worry us. The ice meteorite showers, no idea how deadly they are. The copper ones are the ones that hurt. So we now know that copper bad, ice who knows, slimy's fine. Slimy does no damage whatsoever. We can see our different biomes, yes, and that's it. You have pictures of bees. I'm still wondering if we have bees. We haven't got to the radioactive biome yet. I do need to dig it out or at least explore it. We have a sandy ore field which has sandstone, sand, algae, copper ore, and an artifact. The artifact's helpful. The copper ore, sort of. Algae, yeah. Sand, not so much. Sandstone, meh. Oh, she left. Okay. Well, there we go. Can I add a module on top? We want the Spacefarer module, priority 9, please. I'll make it out of steel just in case. On top of that, I'm going to need a basic nose cone. Yep. I'm also going to want... I don't have a lot of options. We're going to get a solar panel. Hello? No below module can be swapped. There we go. Alright, I need to give the dupes access, which is probably going to involve a ladder like that. And then they should have access to build said rocket, I hope. Now, it does mean I need to get carbon dioxide up here. Which means... we need to find carbon dioxide. Luckily, doesn't matter what I do, this corner of the map seems to fill with CO2. So we're going to put in ventilation, gas pump, 1, 2, tiny bit of gas pipe, yep. Tiny bit of automation. I want a gas element sensor, please. I want 3 of them. I want some wire to plug everything together. We're going to need power, which is luckily right here. There to there. And then we need to start on the longest gas run of our life. Sure. Nope. Bridge. More gas pipe. Yep. Okay, so I want you to bridge that way. And then I can bridge that way. And then we can run... Yeah, you're a bummerly. You can go... Nope. Cancel. You're a water weed. We're going to keep you. So we'll go around that one. And then... another... bridge. Back to piping. And I want to stop about here somewhere. Yes. Okay. Can I put in a gas filter? We're going to want... Let's do it somewhere where we have some free space. I want to filter... So, first off, cancel that. I want to filter... what is input? Then I want to filter there, and then I want to filter there. Okay, so we're going to go into filter 1, out of filter 1 into filter 2, out of filter 2 into filter 3. Power, please tell me power. That's close enough, good enough. Yeah. So our plan is we're going to take filter 1, which is going to be chlorine, and plug chlorine in there. We're going to take filter 2, which is going to be natural gas. Yeah, definitely in a straight line, and plug that in there. Do want to mention some hospitals were added. Hospitals were added. The scalding situation got worse rather than better. Also, more things destroyed. It's fine. We're just going to wait for this to cool down or overpressurize or go dormant or one of the above. Oh my god, the autosaves are bad. Yeah, eventually things will get cool enough. I'll worry about that problem. At the moment, we don't need it. We don't need to crank out more steel or more table salt because we still have... it's gone down ever so slightly in I don't know how many cycles. And we're good on glass, especially as we're not making solar panels anymore. All right. No, because there's lots of other things not connected. All right, so we're going to pull out chlorine, we're going to pull out natural gas, and then we're going to pull out probably oxygen eventually. And then our last filter, which is going to need another bridge. Yup. And then this way, I guess. Through that hole, through the ground. Does somebody want to pick up the meat? Sheesh, that's the puffed. And probably not sandstone, probably granite, so that way it doesn't melt. Plug that in there. I have no idea how hot a carbon dioxide the rocket gets, but can I get the ladder, please? All right. So with that in there, that bridge is not done, obviously. Let's go back down the piping. That bridge is done, so we can disconnect that, put our bridge here, and run that over there. That bridge is done. Let me guess, Dupes can't reach? Yeah. Can I get a ladder there? And at least you got the automation sensors in. So I want you to detect carbon dioxide. I want you to detect natural gas. And I want you to detect chlorine. Yes. So, automation. We can see everything is green currently because one of them is green. So if it detects gas A, gas B, or gas C, detects any one of those three, these are going to run, which is sort of what I want, because we have an awful lot of carbon dioxide, plus a bunch of chlorine, plus a bunch of natural gas, plus another triplet of layers up here. I also have these, which I don't think I've mentioned. These are just set to sweep for oxygen and polluted oxygen, because when atmosuits, well, I know where an atmosuit dock is. Of course, there's no gas canisters there. When they take away an atmosuit and they go repair it, well, the oxygen that was in the atmosphere gets dumped on the ground. So by setting those up, they just empty those bottles rather than you potentially having a bottle sitting here that has, a few tons of oxygen at some stage, and then you accidentally click the empty button, which leads to a lot of popped eardrums. I do want to mention that my cooling loop that we put in however long ago, last episode, has brought the temperature down in here to much lower. Like, we can still see that, that gas pipe has oxygen at 78 degrees, but the pipe itself's 37. In fact, the dupes are warmer than the background. Do I still have scalded dupes? You betcha. Sir Black just had a red line. Munlop, Joe what? This is why we have a hospital. I still have scalded dupes. I don't know why I have scalded dupes. I cannot work out what the scalding problem is. Chase is burnt as well. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just straight in the hospital. I don't know what the cause is. All right, I need these set. Actually, can I just crank the priority on these so I can set the filters before I forget? We should have a bunch of area that dupes can't reach. You can reach that one, yes. They can reach all of that. That is done. Okay, so we are pumping. We're still waiting for the other pump to go in, but it'll go in eventually. And I just need to set these filters. Okay. Meanwhile, hey, we got the inside of a rocket. Okay. Rocket. Now, I'm going to need a moment. A very, very long moment to plan the inside of a rocket, because our first rocket mission is a very, very simple one. We just need to get to orbit. The reason we need to get to orbit is we need orbital collection data, which creates the data banks that we consumed in a virtual planetarium to unlock new technologies. So I need to build one of these. Toilets. What's wrong with the toilets? There's nothing wrong with the toilets. I'm getting an alert because 2 toilets are in use. Oh game. All right. Yeah. I need to run an orbital collection lab, which I need to pump 8,500 plastic into, and get into orbit. That's it. My problem is technology-wise, rockets. I don't have a lot of rockets, so to speak. And my rocket itself, there. Can you tell me? Height, 10 out of 10. We've sort of maxed out the height of the rocket. Between the nose cone, the 2 solar panels, and the Spacefarer module, that's it. I can't squeeze any more into my rocket. So I need to carry all my oxygen and all my food. We do have plenty of food, but none of it really lasts terribly long. Yeah. Can I filter unbreathable chlorine, filter natural gas, and filter carbon dioxide? And please tell me the gas didn't get here yet. It did not. It is still miles away. It got blocked. Cool. Because one dupe decided not to build one single pipe segment. All right. So that should... Let me put more chlorine into this room. Don't really need more chlorine, but why the hell not? Dump my natural gas into the stoves, because why the hell not? We're going to filter out the oxygen. Well, the oxygen being the last gas that remains. I need to do that. We'll also get just dumped out locally, and we can take all the CO2. Oh. Solved. Yeah. Take all the CO2 and put it in our rocket ready to go. I'm going to need to do some planning for that one. But the other thing I think I need to do is we have this message. This message. Long commutes. And is it that button? That one. Work time, 22% of the time they're working. Travel time, 38%. This says long commutes, greater than 40%. This says 30. Oh, hang on, that's today. Yesterday, 56% of the time they're traveling. 21% is personal, and work time is 23%. I.e., my dupes are lazy and they spend a long time walking from A to B. So I think what I want to do is I want to put in a transit tube, which I'm thinking right here. Deconstruct buildings, nice high priority right there. Now, transit tubes require a lot of power, an awful lot of power. They require 960 watts. They're also ugly. Decor minus 10. So I'm going to intentionally put this. Come on, Jack John, just remove the ladder you're standing on, please. Okay, Docker's had to half do it, and then he had to finish it off. All right, we're going to put you there. We're going to hook you into the power spine that's right there, which is already a wonderful decor spot, as we can tell. We're going to do our best to mitigate things. We're going to be putting in a metal sculpting block, which has a decor of 20 to start with. Yes. We're going to make it gold. It's going to give me an extra 50% decor, bring us up to 30. And I'm going to put that there. We then need to run a tube. A very long tube. Because, you know, she always likes it long. All right, we're going to run up through here. You are full of lead. We don't need lead anymore. We're not working in space with lead anymore. Deconstruct buildings. Can that go away? Oop. Yeah, can that go away, and that go away. Yeah, we're then going to run our tube. Have infrastructure. There. Deconstruct and dig up. Okay. After I get to there, we're gonna go down. Ooh. Down. What's your problem? The plant's in the way. Well, the plant's gonna go. Okay. Then I want to go. I want to go to here. 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 Okay. All right. We need to remove those two so we can go through them. I need to remove that. I need to remove that. I need to remove that. We've already done that. We've done those ones. So it should be a case of tube through there, tube through there, tube... Well, too far. Through to there. Deconstruct buildings. That whole row. Thank you very much. Everything to here. And then I'm going to want to build a floor in line with this, which I may end up regretting. Grab my power cable, run it back. And where do I leave my tube? My tube is going to come out here. Buildings. We want a transit tube access right there. I know I can build an offshoot anywhere and literally just throw the tubes out. And we'll be doing that here, there, and everywhere. But I also... ladder. Oh. Okay, I guess on the right-hand side? Yeah, I could throw the dupes out anywhere, but they also need a spot to get in, and this is going to be our spot to get in. You're in mark for decon. Mark you for decon. We'll run that to there, through there, and whoop, there, and up. Nope. All right, but used a bunch of plastic. We've got plenty of plastic, but that's still used an awful lot. And it's probably going to use more. But it's a start. It's a start. It's a start to our transit tube access. Can I build a ladder? No. There. Cool. Now you should be able to reach it. And it's 1 point. I don't know what the story is with the brain. I wanted to play with the brain this episode, but it just didn't happen. Rockets and space has taken too long. Maybe we'll put another access point down here. Maybe another one down at the oil biome. But I think for now, I just need a tube in. A tube in to get us started. I'm actually thinking we're going to put in a couple of tubes, like maybe one down here, one over here, one here, one up here. Ideally, if I had lots of solar power, it wouldn't be an issue, except meteorites. Meteorites, yeah. So, let's get the tube done at least. Where's that tube point? Tube is done, and we've set up our very first sweep order of all the crap that we left on the ground. Now, Griffin, please, yes, use the tube. Now, tube is good. Tube is going to vastly speed up their transport time for going to specific places. Unfortunately, I didn't really plan for a tube inside the base, so we're probably not going to have a tube for internal base transport. I just don't really have the room for it. The other thing I should mention, and I probably need to go to the other end to see it best. Yeah, this power bar. It doesn't recharge very quickly. It uses 480 kilowatts, and it's now green, so then somebody can use it, but now it's red again and needs to recharge. Yeah, it takes a while to recharge. So that's a thing. That's a thing. Definitely a thing. Yeah, we do have our rockets built. It's got CO2. We've gone and put the natural gas in here and the chlorine in here, and well, we've got an awful lot of, well, gases. Pipes and pipes of gases, which has somewhat cut down on our cloud, but not a lot, but a little bit. That's what counts, right? But I'm out of time. I'm out of time, which is good, because now I have time to sort of plan this out. This is going to be one of the topics for next episode. Also, well, idle dupes, which means I need to give them more things to sweep, which means I need to go around the map and find other things that I haven't swept up yet. But it does mean I need to leave this episode for here. We still have scaldy dupes. We still have heat problems. We still have a medical room that is, well, vastly overused. And I still don't have a solution for it. I have read all the comments. I have read everybody's suggestions. I have tracked dupes to see if they're bringing in and out hot things, like salt at 37 degrees. He's only got toasty surroundings. Yes. Tim. No, didn't scold himself. Chase is gonna scold himself. Guaranteed. Dropped it. Complains about it being hot. Toasty surroundings. The salt is, okay, the salt's 116 degrees. Maybe a little bit warm, but in here generally it's cold. Actually, I wonder if it's these sort of tiles they're walking on. Also, what the hell is that and why is it so hot? It's sand at 200 degrees. I wonder if it's the... I wonder if because they were walking on insulated tiles, they're not exchanging heat with the surrounding atmosphere correctly. Oxygen not included. Oxygen not included. Features and bugs. Anyway, I'm going to leave this episode here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed. Next episode, more tubes, more space, rockets. Maybe we'll get to the giant brain. I want to play with the giant brain. I don't know what the giant brain does, but I want to play with it. Anyway, I need to leave it here. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed. I'll see you in the very next video. All right, bye.